Have you ever felt like the life you are living isn't really you? Like you're always performing, hiding parts of your story from others, putting on a show for approval while inside you are exhausted? You are not alone. Most people are living fake lives that don't reflect their true selves. Yes, it doesn't reflect their true selves. They show what they think others want to see. They filter, they edit, and they hide their true selves. But here's the truth: you are not your shadow. But your freedom really begins when you face those shadows. Carl Jung, he was a Swiss psychiatrist and the founder of analytical psychology, and he believed that every human being has a shadow. The part of us we try to hide, deny, or avoid is our shadow. He said, the shadow is everything about ourselves we do not know. It includes shame, fear, insecurities, but also unrealized gifts, dreams, even love that we've pushed down. And here's a warning Jung gave us: until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it faith. When it's directing your life, you end up calling it faith, and you accept it. If we don't confront our shadows, they will rule our relationships, our career, our faith, and we won't even realize it's ruling those areas of our lives. So how do you know if you are living in your shadow? Here are some things that can help you to identify it. 1. You wear a mask to be accepted. That is, putting up behaviors to be accepted by those around us. You also end up being found like you're afraid to be found out. So repeat toxic behaviors that you don't understand. You secretly feel disconnected from your faith, your joy, and even yourself. Does this sound familiar to you? Remember, you are not broken. You are buried, and it's time to unearth the real you. There are 3 powerful ways to identify your shadow. I call it TPP. That is triggers, patterns, and projections. Triggers are what makes you extremely angry, jealous, or afraid. These reactions often point to deeper buried wounds. Patterns are what make you keep repeating in relationships, jobs, or decisions. You keep repeating those patterns. If it keeps happening, it's not random, it's rooted. Projections are what you criticize in others. Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Your shadow isn't just your darkness. I will give you 3 examples to help you understand what I mean by your shadows. These are real life examples that I have put it in this way. The overachiever Sasha. Sasha was a top performer at work, always achieving her goals, but deep down she feared being called lazy, a wound from childhood. Her success came from avoiding those shame, not pursuing her purpose. Only when she faced her shadow of inadequacy, she was able to finally rest and lead with peace, not pressure. Let's look at the good Christian mask. Jordan served at church every weekend, always smiling, always blessed, but no one knew he struggled with depression and hidden addiction. He believed if people saw his brokenness, they would reject him. Just like what happens in society, people end up judging you falsely. But the moment he shared his shadow in a safe space, healing began. He learned that vulnerability builds connection, not rejection. Thirdly, how about the silent dreamer called Elvis? Elvis loved music as a kid, but was told it was a waste of time, so he became a banker. Successful banker, but empty. In therapy, he faced the shadow of buried creativity and the belief that he had to earn love through achievement. He didn't quit his job as a banker, but what he started making was his music. Now, he's alive, whole, and happy after confronting his shadow, which most of us can relate when choosing our future careers. We don't overcome the shadow by fighting it. No, you don't fight it. We overcome it by facing it and integrating it. Here's how to overcome your shadow. Let's put one or two things together. You can start by journaling. Write your honest thoughts, not your holy ones. God can handle your truth. Just write the honest one. Practice prayer and reflection. Invite God into your shadow. Jesus didn't run from the wilderness. He walked into it, and despite the temptations, he overcame. Seek therapy or mentorship. Sometimes you need a mirror, not a mask. June said, wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being. You can't do that, but by integration of the contraries. God doesn't call us to be perfect. He calls us to be whole. Even in scripture, we see this shadow journey. Jacob, as we know, wrestled in the dark with an angel. David cried in caves before he led kingdoms. Jesus faced temptation in the wilderness alone, and he overcame. The shadow is not your enemy, it's your mirror. And through grace, it can become your power. Carl Jung once said again, there is no light without shadow, and no psychic wholeness without imperfection. As we're wrapping up, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What parts of your life are performance and not your true self? Where do you keep stumbling? And what wound may be underneath the stumbling? Finally, what will it look like to stop hiding and start healing? Now, after answering that in writing, take them to God. Take them to your journal. Take them seriously. Remember, you were not born to live filtered. You are born to live full. You are not your shadow, but your shadow, when faced, becomes part of your strength. Stop performing. Start integrating. Live on purpose. If this message stirred something in you, drop a comment below. I'm facing my shadow. Just put that comment down. I am facing my shadow. Let's walk in truth together. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to Purpose Driven, where faith and psychology meet for deep transformation. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. And you are still